What's up guys, Matt here coming at you with a brand new release from Hobbyplus and Furitek. This is a collaboration between the two. This is the CR18P 2024 Rushmore. Now this is a body we've seen before with the CR18s with a few changes I think. So I don't think the original had the black roof on it. I really like the touch of the black roof. And overall this body just looks great. It's got that Scout vibe. Like it really reminds me of this body. Does that not remind you of that right there? So this is the Gen 8 Scout body. I never even ran this body. I started clearing the windows and couldn't make myself run it. I don't even have a Gen 8 anymore, but I kept the body. There are a few changes to this truck. We're gonna take it to the bench and get a closer look, talk about. We do have lights installed front and rear, and we have a brand new ESC in here from Furitek. This is the Furitek Lizard Lite. And I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one, okay? We now have a program card instead of a Bluetooth dongle or Bluetooth inside. We have this little program card. I'm not a fan. I haven't used it yet, but I just want this ESC right here. This is all I want, just the basic old Lizard, okay? It just fits anywhere and it works so well. We're gonna take a look at how to program this thing with this card and then take a look at it overall and just go run it. So let's get to the bench and see what we've got going on here. Okay, so this body does have 4 pins to remove it. I kind of would have liked to have seen some sort of latching mechanism like the Katana has. It's a little bit of a pain sometimes though, and you've got this big bulky thing up here. This body does look better in my opinion, but I do like the hinge system on the Katana. Now you can see the chassis is a little bit different. They've kind of made room for this electronic tray here. I kind of would like to just see a solid piece here on these sliders so we could just drop this stuff down here. We could put the ESC receiver and battery here because all of that's just up high, batteries in the rear. You want that stuff as low as possible and as forward as possible. So, I mean, it normally doesn't hurt the truck's performance too much with these RTRs. You know, this Katana performs pretty well, but the lower we can get that stuff, the better it's going to do. So I'll probably make just a little plate. I mean, really, you could use these same screw holes here, drill a hole in a little plate, put a nut on it or something, longer screw, and then you could drop your electronics down here. That's just my opinion. We do have nice smooth shocks on this, same shocks that we've got on the Katana here. You can see over time, they get a little flat, but they're pretty solid RTR shocks. Now, one major improvement that this has is the flipped rear axle. So this is going to help with our torque twist. You can see the Katana on the right here. The ring gear is on the right, and now it's on the left of the Rushmore. So that should help with our torque twist because this is running the Evo transmission, all metal gears in this truck, but having that flipped should help our torque twist, so we'll test that out in a little bit. Now when it comes to this ESC, we've got the Venom motor in here with this Lizard Lite ESC, and we've got this program card. So to program this, basically you're gonna unplug this wire here. Now I'm just kind of figuring this out because we don't get any info on this stuff, guys, before making these videos. It's basically you ask and try your best to figure it out. But it does come with this instruction book with the program card. So it's not hard because there's really not much here, okay? So you have 4 different modes. Basically all you can change is direction of the motor, drag brake, voltage cutoff, and BEC output. So hopefully you can see here, we've got a down, set, and an up. So right now we're in mode 1, which is our motor direction. So if we want to change that, like here we only have 2 options, so we'd hit down if we want to change the direction to clockwise. Now out of the box it's counterclockwise, so we want to leave it there, so you go up. You hit set to go to the next mode. So now we're in mode 2, which is drag brake. There's 4 lights lit up. That means we have 100% full drag brake. Obviously, if you want to change it, you hit down. You go to 4. So that would be 75%. And if you keep going, you can just keep dropping it down all the way to 0. We want it all the way up for now. Mode 3, voltage cutoff. You can change that. It's at 3.5 right now. I think I'm going to put it at 3.2. So I'm going to go down one. No, it's at 3.2 out of the box. 3.5 would be all of them lit up. Okay, so I'm kind of learning too, guys. 3.2, I'm going to leave it there. And then BEC output. This only gives two options on here. It shows 8.4 volt, but I can't go up to 8.4 volt. So we're just limited to 6.5 and 5.5, and we're just going to leave it at 6.5. So I'd much rather have the app. We can tune our throttle curve and all of that stuff. This is not that hard to do because there's really not much there that you can do, but just overall not really a fan of this. You guys let me know what you think about it. It does give your stuff on the back here, so that's nice. You don't have to hang on to this to know what you're doing. It's got your modes and your values and stuff up here, so pretty easy to follow along because there's really nothing there. But it should run this Venom pretty smooth. So let's pair this thing up and go run it. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little torque twist test with the Katana and the Rushmore. And you'll see the Katana actually seems to do a little bit better. I don't know. It's lifting the driver's side, which makes it loop out. See that? It lifts that driver's side first, no doubt. Right there. So let's try the Rushmore now. And it's just kind of transferred it to the passenger side. I think it's staying planted a little better because these shocks are still working a little better, so this rear is not dropping out as much. So you can kind of tune that a little bit by like stiffening up this rear spring, whichever side your twist is going. If you're lifting this passenger side first, it's going this way. You can stiffen this spring up a little bit. It kind of messes with your suspension a little, but it will help the torque twist. So I don't know, the axle flip is good that we get it, but it doesn't really seem like it's doing that much. I don't know. What do you guys think? So this truck does come in at the $179 versus $199 for the Katana, and I guess we're saving that $20 by getting the Lizard Lite, which doesn't have the Bluetooth, it just has the program card. But we are getting the flipped axle on this as well. So you're saving 20 bucks, you're getting that flipped rear axle. So you can really just kind of start adding wheels and tires and maybe a little bit of weight if you want, and be pretty well set with this truck, because honestly, the programming for this, you're not gonna need it, in my opinion. A truck like this, it's set up well out of the box. I'm running the exact settings it had on it, and it's crazy smooth, drives really well. And even these stock tires do pretty decent, you can tell. So when I get a truck like this, you know, I don't expect it to be just an amazing comp crawler, you know, which you can turn this into that if you wanted to. But this one, I just really like the looks of it. That's why I would like to see the hinge on the rear so we could put like a roof rack on top with some accessories on it or something. Not sure we're gonna make this, but we're getting a pretty good hold with the tires there. And punch it. Oh, and I let off too soon. I think this could be a really sweet looking truck. You throw some sort of interior in it, your wheels and tires of choice, and let it rip, man. This thing, the wheelbase of these just performs really well. The Katana was the same way. They're a little long, which really helps them on inclines, as long as you can get the bite. And I am running this on the stock 2S battery, and we've got good wheel speed with this transmission and axle setup. I had it there and let off of it. I blew it. You blew it. Plenty of wheel speed to hop up that though. Oh, and then what is this? We need a driver mod. Can it go up this? And these shocks seem to work really well. This thing flexes really good. It holds itself pretty good. There we go. All right, so we're probably gonna need a little weight in the front to get this one, but let's just see what it'll do. Torque twist is not as bad. It kind of flips it. Instead of raising the driver's side, we just raise the passenger side with that rear axle. But it's not as bad. So with a little bit of suspension tuning, a little bit of weight in the front, it would pull right up that. I may be able to launch it, but if you punch it too much, it just rolls out. I think we're gonna need some weight in the front to get this. We are beating this body up already. It's so close. And then sometimes it just really loops out. But there we go. It wasn't easy, but it made it. So in my opinion, for 179 bucks, this is a great brushless RTR. It's got a good looking body on it. I would like to see somebody make some stickers that don't say Rushmore down the side. Oh, yes. But this is a pretty good performing truck. Let's check out the lights. I didn't even do that. What are they on? Oh, I don't think I plugged them back in. So I just plugged the lights back in and they're just on all the time. Neither channel 3 or 4 would turn them on or off. So if you want lights, plug them in, they're on, including the tail lights. If you don't want lights, just unplug them. For just being on the 2S, this thing's got some really good wheel speed. I do like that. And it seems to be really planted with 0 weight added. This bridge is kind of busted. I don't know if we can get across it or not. Oh my gosh, that's sketchy. Wow. Oh my gosh, that passenger side's lifting like crazy. Yeah. That was sweet. This is a very impressive little truck, I gotta say. I mean, just like the Katana, it drove really well. straight out of the box. So if you're just wanting to trail with this, it's got a pretty good wheel speed to it. I think you'll be all right with it not having a 2-speed. But if you want to make it perform, I think you can do that also. Like I said, just a little bit of weight to this thing. You could throw a 3S in it, get more wheel speed, but honestly, it's got quite a bit of wheel speed on 2. For most people, I think it's going to be just fine on the 2-cell. And with this included 600-mile pack, you're going to get a lot of run time. Very nice. I wasn't too sure if it'd make that or not. Gosh, this thing looks so good though. This may be one of my favorite bodies from, you know, these collaborations we've been getting from Furitek and Hobbyplus. I just really like this body. These tires are doing pretty dang good out here, I gotta say. Can we make this drop? Look at that. Such a good slow crawl though, man. This system is smooth. So you guys let me know what you think about this. Do you like saving the 20 bucks at the expense of the Bluetooth and just using the program card? And do you like the rear axle flip? I think that's a very good idea and a good thing that they're doing now. And for me personally, I think if I was buying this truck, I wouldn't mind not having the Bluetooth now. You know, at first I was really against this ESC, but when you think about it in the aspect of you're getting it in an RTR, it's saving you 20 bucks. I'm never going to program this ESC again in this truck. Now, maybe if I'm going to move this to something else, I would want to be able to change things up a little bit. But for this truck right here, if I'm going to leave it in here, I'm going to leave it exactly as it is. It runs perfect. So I don't need that. So it's saving me $20. So how do you guys look at it? Let me know in the comments. Overall, I think this is a really good truck. I love the looks of it. Let me know what you think about it. I will link it in the description. If you purchase through the link, it does help me out in the fact that they see you came from this channel, but I don't get anything out of it. So if you like it, get one. If you don't, that's cool. Move to the next one. Lots of new stuff coming. Couple cool trucks coming from FMS. I don't know if you guys have seen those yet, but I got 2 on the way. Should be here very soon. So looking forward to driving those. This is an absolute blast to drive as well. I'll be getting out to some trailing spots hopefully very soon with this. I want to get my 10 scale hard body prepared for that as well and take both of these out there. So stay tuned, and I appreciate you guys watching. Peace. Wow. That was impressive. Look at the control of this. This is a very smooth system. This truck is very smooth. Wow. I love it.